the home for all your Yankees news, updates, live streams, and play-by-plays. This is Max Coverage TV, and this show starts now. First and foremost, you can't see him. There he is. I have to put Mickey Mantle back on his throne. What am I doing? And you can see me behind me. You can see behind me. How we all doing, everybody? Actually, hold on, give me a second. Give me one solid. There we go. That's too bright. Too bright. There we go. How we all doing, man? We got some news. We have some news. The first bit of decent sized news for the New York Yankees, as you will. The Yankees are now locked in with Trent Grisham. Trent Grisham has accepted the qualifying offer. If you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. We're going to do daily live streams once the winter meeting starts. The winter meetings are coming up very soon, but this is the first bit of big news that we can talk about live on stream. Listen, and I figured this was going to happen. I made the short when the Yankees offered Trent Grisham the qualifying offer, explaining how I think he will accept this offer. Some people didn't think so because he's coming off a career year where he hit 34 home runs. I get all of it, but he was making $5 million last year. So I was kind of shocked that the Yankees even offered him the qualifying offer. And now he accepts this offer for 1 year, $22.025 million. So he is back with the team for 2026. Now, my question to all of you in the chat, does this hinder anything the Yankees are going to do with Cody Bellinger? I don't think so. Cashman's pretty much already said that that's not the case. But are we going to believe what Cashman says? I don't know. Shout out to Sarah. We got Midnight in the chat. We got Real Bill P. Jake says this sucks. Jake does not like this whatsoever. Real Bill P says Grisham is going to stay in center field. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Savius in the chat. Yeah, that's not a surprise. He wasn't going to make that type of money on an open market. Well, the thing is, Savius, especially when the Yankees tied him to a QO, I definitely did not expect teams to make a big time offer for Trent Grisham. And that's nothing against Trent Grisham, man. He had a fantastic season. You know, we're not sitting here poo-pooing on Trent Grisham. But if we're looking at money-wise, long-term, and, you know, potentially this offseason, that's $22 million off the books off rip, right? $22 million off rip, gone. And that is going to be tied to Trent Grisham. Theo saying, why did we do this? I don't know, Theo. What's going on, my boy? We got Terry. We got Jacob Ball. We got Anthony in the chat. Why did we even offer him? That was my thing. That was my thing. Why do we even offer Trent Grisham the QO? What's up, Fig? What's going on, man? Yeah, I mean, he was going to get signed. Like, don't get me wrong, he was going to get signed somewhere, McDonald's fan, but he wasn't going to be making $22 million AAV. I know it's a 1-year contract. Some people think, oh, there's no such thing as a bad 1-year contract. You know, I get it, but I didn't understand why the Yankees offered it to him in the first place. I figured he was going to accept it. No doubt about it. I figured he was going to accept it, no doubt about it. But now we're paying Trent Grisham. Last year we were paying him $5 million. This year we're going to be paying him $22 million. And I'll bring up some things in the as the reporting keeps going on. Brian Hoke just came out and said the Yankees plan to continue pursuing a reunion with Cody Bellinger, even with Trent Grisham accepting the QO, as Brian Cashman said during the GM meetings. So their goal is to still get Cody Bellinger back on the team. That's what I want. I don't want Bellinger on a long-term deal, though. I don't want him for a 5-year contract. Give me a 3 or 4 year deal for Cody Bellinger, and I'll be happy as hell about it. But I do think Kyle Tucker potentially is going to be off the market now. But if they miss out on Cody Bellinger and Bellinger signs elsewhere and Tucker's still available, they will try their hardest to get Kyle Tucker. Don't get me wrong. But I do think right now the Yankees, their first option, now that Trent Grisham has accepted the QO, is to bring back Cody Bellinger. This is how Hal wants to reduce payroll. That's Darrell, for real, man. What's up, Kamaya? Good to see you. Matt Chambers, try and trade him. I doubt he'll get traded, man. He's going to be the center fielder for the Yankees next year. What's up, Mike Kowinski? I doubt a team is going to be willing to trade for him. Because now, you're telling me a team would trade for Trent Grisham and pay $22 million for a one-year deal for Trent Grisham? I don't think so. That's my opinion. I really don't think so. Shelly in the chat told you Grish was staying. What's up, Miss Shelly? Yeah, the cop back for one more year at least. We're all gonna be I don't even know if I have the soundbite ready to go, but I do have this soundbite. Smash that doorbell in the smithereens. Hit that like button. Thank you all for being in here. Appreciate you all. Is Jazz coming back? Jazz is on he's under contract until 2027. So yes, he'll be back next season. Joel, what's going on? We are the mother trucking Yankees. Sing it, man. Choa in the chat. We got Scotty Boy says absolute stupidity. Yep. I mean, it's not stupid for Trent Grisham. It's not stupid for Trent Grisham. Like I say, man, Trent Grisham, he's going to be making a lot of money. He's coming from $5 million to $22 million. I know it's only a one-year deal, but if I'm not mistaken, he's now making as much money as he is this year than he has his entire career combined. So he's getting a raise regardless. Nonetheless, he is getting a raise. What's up, my boy Action VJ? Good to see you. I'm doing a shot for the smart move by Grisham. Yeah, it's smart for him, no doubt about it. It is smart for him. So Trent Grisham has accepted the QO. There's some others that I'll share in a second here, but the main story right now is Trent Grisham. I'm also going to bring this picture up because, like I was just talking about, this is from Brian Hoke. The Yankees plan to continue pursuing a reunion with Cody Bellinger, even with Trent Grisham accepting the qualifying offer, as Brian Cashman said during the GM meetings. So Julio saying don't like the move. I personally don't like it either, man. I personally don't like it either. And I hope I'm not coming across saying like, oh, Trent Grisham stinks. That's not what I'm coming across, I hope, because I'm happy for the guy. You know, he deserves to get paid because he had such a great year. But my thing is the postseason. Where were you? The postseason, he was nowhere to be found. And that's my concern. Now you're locking $22 million to Trent Grisham. I know the regular season is all fine and dandy, but we need some guys to come through in the post. Man. Do you think the Yankees will sign Kyle Tucker? Like I was saying, McDonald's fan, I think it all depends on if they miss out on Cody Bellinger. If Bellinger signs elsewhere and Kyle Tucker's still available, you're damn right Yankees are going to go for Kyle Tucker. You're damn right. All right, so let's bring up Trent Grisham here. Let's bring up his stats, and I'll go small screen here. If you're watching on the phone, maybe jump over to the real version of the stream because I know it's hard to look at, but bringing up Trent Grisham's stats from last season. Miss Sarah's popping some confetti all over the place. Thank you so much. You are the GOAT. I don't think I have the confetti on. See, that's why I like OBS, because I have all my sounds. This software, I don't have any sounds. So I'm so sorry. But you are the GOAT, Sarah. Popping some confetti all over the place. Who got the? I don't even know who got the gift of membership. So let me know who got the gifted in the chat. I want Okamoto or Murakami, Trey McMahon, and Wells and Dominguez, and get some arms. I doubt they trade McMahon. They just traded for McMahon. But I want Okamoto as well, man. Amai just got posted. I think he'll be posted on the 20th, is what I'm hearing from Jeff Passan. The Bob, good to see you. What's up, Jose? What's up? Not a bad deal. He can be put on a package 1 year, and teams gonna look to trim payroll. He would be excellent on a trade if he would have walked. Yankees would have gotten a first round. No, he wouldn't. We wouldn't have got a first round pick, Jose. It's because we would probably get like a fourth round pick if he walked and someone signed. That's the thing. That's why I think this is smart for Trent Grisham. It's because he was tied to a QO, so teams will be very hesitant to make that that sign, because you're going to give up draft pick and international money. But let's see. We got Gino in the chat. What's going on? Max said the link. I'm on shorts and chat stinks. Bill O, just jump to the channel, bro. What's up, Subi Miguel Plush? Good to see you, man. So here is Trent Grisham's stats from last season. I want to highlight the defense real quick. That's the main reason why I brought it up. He was actually a below average fielder. I know Trent Grisham has made some phenomenal plays for us last season, but with the metrics and the stats, he was a below average fielder. -2 with the range, outs above assist is what the metrics is based off that, outs above assist. Below average arm value, the arm strength mediocre, mid. So yeah, like when we watch the games being played, Trent Grisham looked pretty smooth out there, right? But the metrics say otherwise. The metrics say he's a step behind, because let me look at his stats from 2023. Look at that. In 2023, he had a phenomenal season and defensively for the field. He was a plus defender out there. And then you just see the grid. It just 2024 you don't really count. He didn't play that much, but if he did the 2023 metrics and give us that kind of defense, but the numbers saying that he's taking a step back defensively out there. So, Crow Bro, what's going on, man? My favorite Yankees fan. Yeah, let's go, my boy. Good to see you, bro. What's up, Cruise Control? Michael in the chat, man. Julio says, let's pay attention for great hitters. Yeah, we need some contact hitters, man. That's what we need. The Big Boss Baby says, the problem with this is that Hal is not willing to spend. He's willing to spend, bro. Hal's always willing to spend. He's always spending $300 million for a payroll. So I see what you're saying, but Hal does give Cashman $300+ million to make a roster every year, so he is spending money. Is it the right players that Cashman's signing? No, right? What's up, John Melindra? Good to see you. Let's see. But I was not shocked when I got the news that Trent Grisham was going to accept this QO. I was not shocked whatsoever. And then if you take a look at what he did in the postseason, in the regular season, 235 hitter, 34 home runs was his amazing, 9th in the AL. On base, he was on base 348, so that's 18th in the AL. 812 OPS, but look at the postseason real quick, folks. 138. The on base went down to 219. OPS went down to 426. Okay? It's not what I want to see. That's not what I want to see from a guy making $22 million on this team. So, Cashman paying the wrong players. Exactly, man. Unapologetic says, trade him, please. Do you think, I personally don't think teams would be willing to trade for Trent Grisham. That's my thought, but we've seen a couple of people in the chat saying trade him. He's a one-year guy making $22 million. So I don't think they can get much out of him. You either have good defense or you have good offense numbers. It's a delicate balance. Being a former player, it's a different mindset. You can't turn it on and off. Yeah, I mean, listen, Billo, like I say, maybe the eye test is, for me, I personally, when I was watching the Yankees and Trent Grisham playing outfield, I was like, damn, this guy is smooth out there. This guy looks great. but the metrics say otherwise. Now he was. I don't know if you guys remember this, but he was dealing with the hamstring. He was dealing with a hamstring issue. So was that slowing him down during the games, or what? He did play through it. Bellinger or Tucker? I mean, Zach, I want Bellinger back because Tucker is going to cost a hell of a lot more money. I'd rather us get Bellinger and sign a Mai and maybe like someone else. But for that reason, I'm taking Bellinger for that reason, Zach, because Tucker is going to cost you an arm and a leg, and I need some. We need more than 1-2 pieces. We need like 4 or 5 guys. You know. So right now, if you're looking at the Yankee moves, we have picked up Tim Hill's option for 2026. We've declined Jonathan Loaisiga. We re-signed Ryan Yarbrough on a 1-year deal, which is $2.5 million, by the way. It was another cheap deal for Cashman. And then now Trent Grisham picks up the qualifying offer. So those are your moves so far. Like I say, the offseason just started. We won't start seeing. So right now, the GM meetings, those are where you plant your seeds. Those are where you start planting the seeds and getting into the minds of other GMs, other teams, and all that stuff. But the winter meetings is when things start going pedal to the metal. We saw Josh Naylor sign a 5-year, $92.5 million contract. That's the first big signing of the offseason right there. He goes back to Seattle. But... and if you want to count Austin Hedges re-signed with Cleveland, I'm not really counting that. But Harrison Bader, he's a free agent, Michael. But I think now that Grisham is back, Bader's off the Yankees grid right now. I wouldn't be upset about a reunion with Bader and the Yankees, but that's before Trent Grisham accepted the qualifying offer. I think you could have got Bader for cheaper than $22 million. You know. And I liked Harrison Bader when he was with the Yankees. Yeah, he dealt with injuries and all that stuff, but dude, he came through in the postseason. He was one of the few Yankees that actually did something in the postseason. What about Bichette? Zach, is that who you're referring to? I wouldn't be opposed to the Yankees going after Bichette. I know his defense is not the greatest, but Bichette, he's a good contact bat. And that's what we need. That's what we need, man. So, I personally wouldn't be opposed to bringing Bo Bichette in, especially now with Volpe on the shelf for at least until May. But, hold on, let's bring up that, what we all clicked on the stream for. Ambio, what's going on? Says, what a waste. What a waste. Yeah, the Yankees need to get it together in the post. They do. They do. No doubt, Shelly. Joseph in the chat. What's up, my boy? We need better defense. Poor defensive teams rarely win. I hear you. I mean, that's what I'm saying about Bo Bichette. His defense isn't the best. So, are you willing to sign a guy? He's going to want big money for a below-average defender. I mean, he's one of the worst fielding shortstops in the league. Like, the metrics say he's the worst with the range. He's minus 13. But no one's talking. I mean, everyone's agreeing on his bat is phenomenal. He hit 311 last year, 357 on base, 483 slug. That's from your infielder, your shortstop. And he hit 840 on the OPS. So he would be an offensive upgrade from any guy that we look at for shortstop, but defensively he would be liability. He could play second base, trade Marte for Jazz. I heard Ketel Marte, Jay, is might be on the move this season because him and the Diamondbacks have some internal issues going on. But I don't know, man. I like Ketel Marte a lot. I just don't think. Let me see. Ketel Marte, 32 years old. I think his contract's actually pretty cheap too. Let me look at Ketel. I think he's only making like $16 million per or something like that. So my thought would be like, is that what it would take to get Ketel Marte sending Jazz out. That's it. Because Ketel Marte, you get a lot of years of control. Yeah, so he's making $16 million in 2026, and then he's signed until 2031. So, what's up, Chris? Cashman really is addicted to all or nothing type of bats, homers, or everything for 10. That's the entire organization, Action VJ. That's the entire. They teach that in the minors. They teach that to the minor leaguers. You know, that's just an organization thing, man. Launch angles and exit velocity. That's what they care about. Mari, I agree. Yeah, smart dude. Grisham's smart. Grisham, I'm not knocking Grisham whatsoever. He's a smart guy. I mean, he was making $5 million. You tell me that you go from $5 million to $22 million, you wouldn't be happy about it. I mean, and I do think the reason Trent Grisham did this is because he was attached to a QO. I know I sound like a broken record, but I think teams would be reluctant to sign him because of that reason. So he accepted it, and now he's going to be back. And listen, the ballpark fits his swing well. Trent Grisham, last season, full, everyday play, 34 home runs. So the ballpark, he had his career year with the Yankees. Let's see. Looking up something real quick. The splits. At home, actually at home, Grisham actually did worse, which is kind of crazy. Away from Yankee Stadium, 269 batting average for Trent Grisham, a 904 OPS, a 537 slug, a 367 on base with 21 home runs. At home, he hit 195 with a 702 OPS. I'm actually shocked to see a split like that because his swing is built for like Yankee Stadium. But yeah, that's kind of shocking to me. So Trent Grisham actually plays better elsewhere. Before last season, Trent Grisham averaged 198, 201 on base, 314 slug with a total 38 home runs. Yeah, I mean he had a season to, he won't forget last year. That was a season to remember for sure for Trent Grisham. I mean, every single statistic offensively was a career year for Trent Grisham. Yeah, dude, action. I was shocked. I was shocked when I read that. So here, let me actually bring it up and show you. Hold on. Simba's walking around the computer. So hold on. Let me see. Actually, let me see if I can go full screen. There. So taking a look at Trent Grisham's splits. Look at this. Look at that. Home and away right there. Home 195, 326 on base, 376 slug, 702 OPS. Away 269, 367 on base, 537 slug, 904 OPS. That's wild, dude. That is wild. Shelly says he makes too many mistakes. Who, Grisham? Adrian says pinstripes are heavy. Yes, they are. They are extremely heavy. A says this sucks. I knew it was going to happen, bro. I knew it was going to happen. It was a smart decision for Grisham. Yeah, in a lefty. That's what I'm saying, Joseph. That's why I was shocked, because if you look at his spray chart, all his, he pulls it to the right. In Yankee Stadium, that's a lefty's dream right there. But away from Yankee Stadium, Trent Grisham played better. So this just tells everybody that Dominguez might get traded this offseason. I don't know about all of you, but I know it's only a 1-year deal, and it's Trent Grisham's. He was the one who had to accept it in the first place, but the Yankees gave him the QO. But now this tells me that Dominguez won't be an everyday player once again, unless the Yankees don't sign Bellinger back and they don't get Kyle Tucker, Dominguez will not be an everyday player once again. And this slows down Spencer Jones. This slows down Spencer Jones one more year. Because Trent Grisham is going to be an everyday player unless he just, one, gets hurt, which we don't want to see happen. We don't want to see anyone get hurt. Two, he just can't hit a baseball. But even then, Verdugo still had an everyday spot in this lineup. He couldn't hit a freaking parked car. So this slows down a year of Spencer Jones potentially being in center field. And everyday play for Jason Dominguez, which Dominguez has to be better. Dominguez has to be better, first and foremost. But Donald says he can show Spencer Jones how to play center field at the big league level. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Grisham could teach Spencer Jones some good things in center field, but I thought going into spring training that we would have Spencer Jones as a member of the Yankees. I know his strikeout rate. I know the strikeouts is what really scares a lot of people because we don't want to see a guy up here striking out like 35, 40% of the time. But I thought Spencer Jones could have a spot on this roster going into next year. Yeah, I'll check. You said Bellinger splits? Yeah, I got you. Smash that like and subscribe, everybody. Appreciate you all tuning in. I know it's kind of like a random emergency live stream, but once news like this comes out and I'm home, I'm gonna go live about it. I did it all last year. I did it all the year before. So here's the splits for Bellinger right here. Action VJ. At home, Bellinger hit 302 with a 365 on base, a slug of 544, and then an OPS of 909. 18 home runs, 55 RBI. Away, 241 batting average, 301 on base, 414 slug, and a 715 OPS. So that's what I expected to see from Trent Grisham too, right? 11 home runs, 43 RBI for Bellinger on the road. But yeah, so Yankee Stadium, Bellinger played phenomenal. That's what we want to see Bellinger go out there and do. But looking at a spray chart as well, look, I mean, defensively, Bellinger was the man out there. That was another thing. Like, people are like, oh, well, Bellinger could play first base. Well, I wouldn't want to have Bellinger on first base. Now with this kind of defensive stat, you're going to waste someone who can play this good of a defense on first base? I'm good. Go out there and play outfield, please. Go out there and play outfield, please. This is sickening. Ambio says 2032. That's the year we will have another championship. I hope not. 7 years from now, dude, I will be almost 40 years old, man. 7 years from now, I'll be 38 years young. 38 years young. You hear me? Simba will be freaking 11. You might see some gray hairs from Mr. Simba over there. Pay half his contract and send him to Pittsburgh or Cincinnati for one of those teams. Yeah, I mean, I think Grisham's going to be on this roster, man. I don't see him getting traded. I could be wrong. You know, I'm never going to sit here and say, oh, this is going to happen. I personally don't see Trent Grisham being traded. Joseph says the best power average and contact hitter was one player on the Yankees. Not good for baseball lineup. It's judged in 3 to 4 grades down. I mean, yeah, Bellinger in the regular season, Joseph, was phenomenal. He hit 272, 334 on base, 480 slug, and a 814 OPS. But everyone took like you say, 3 or 4 grades down. Everyone took that maybe 5 or 6 grades down in the postseason, except for Aaron Judge. So don't get me wrong. I want to see all these guys do phenomenal in the regular season, but you gotta carry that into the postseason, man. Judge cannot one-man band this. We got to get some help, man. So, what's up, the safe situation all the way from Switzerland in the chat? Like Grisham, we're good. Yeah, Grisham's I don't know about you, man, but if I was Trent Grisham, I'm inviting all my close friends over. You know, getting like Bill O, getting your best tequila that you got in the the cubby that's been on ice for a long time. I'm cracking that thing wide open and I'm pouring up some drinks. Cause you go from $5 million. I wish I can even sniff $5 million. Even give me a, $750 $1 million. I mean, I'll be good. But you go for $5 million to $22 million. Oh my God! I know you're loving life right now if you're Trent Grisham. No team in their right mind trade for Grisham at that price. Even the Yankees cover half. That's what I'm thinking, dude. Why would a team trade for Trent Grisham? And even if maybe the Yankees take $10 million off the books, it's still a 1-year contract. What are you going to give up? And the Yankees probably won't get anything. If I'm the Yankees, I'm not going to trade away Grisham for something that's not going to help me this year. Because the goal for the Yankees should be, if I'm going to make a trade, it should help me this year. This year. Because I'm hearing some rumbling. Here. And I'll bring it up. Let me find it. I'm hearing rumbling that the Yankees are interested in Tarek Skubal. Now, I know it's rumors. I know it's, here we go, right? Oh, here we go. But that's something I did hear today. That's a trade that would help you right now. That would be a Juan Soto-esque trade because Skubal is on a 1-year deal, essentially. Next year, he is a free agent, so you're going to be giving up God knows what for Tarek Skubal. Back-to-back Cy Young champion. Hold on here. Who said this? Was it Ken Rosenthal? I'm gonna try to find it, man. But earlier today at work, I saw that update, and I'm like, hey, I'd be all in for a Tarek Skubal trade. Oh, it was Jeff Passan. ESPN's Jeff Passan lists the Yankees as one of a few teams that could land back-to-back Cy Young winner Tarek Skubal in a trade this offseason. So I do have faith in Jeff Passan. When he says something like that, I gotta put some weight to it, right? Just saying. But that would be a trade that would help this team this year. Skubal's gonna need Tommy John. Yeah, Jeff Passan said, "What's up, Ray? Cash is the dumbest." Oh, he says he's the dumbest in the room, yet acts like he knows it all. Cashman he doesn't know how to build a team, man. He really doesn't know how to build a team. Damn, you hit 10K on the craps last night? Sheesh. My boy's wheeling and dealing right now, Billo. I would love Skubal, Cruz. I would love Skubal, but you're giving up probably somebody you don't want to give up for potential 1-year rental because Skubal will be testing the market. Skubal would definitely be testing the market. Skeens would be amazing, but I don't see the Pirates trading Skeens until probably 2 or 3 years from now. Because the Pirates have Skeens for 4 years of control. Why would you trade them now? I know the return would be a haul, but if I'm the Pirates, I'm not trading Paul Skeens until probably about 2 years left. 2 years left of control. Honestly, Jason should want to stay in the minors than playing second fiddle to 1-year wonder Trent Grisham. That's my thought. Is he's going to be backing up Grisham once again, which sucks. It hinders. I know. Listen, you got to play good enough to get in this lineup every single day, but it sucks for me personally because I have so much faith in Jason Dominguez. This is me last season, bro. I was like, Jason Dominguez is going to win Rookie of the Year. I was so wholeheartedly thinking that. I thought he was going to ball out, but defensively, man, he just did not have it. And no one expected Trent Grisham to play like he did, especially the Yankees, I think. They did not expect Grisham to be playing how he played. So that puts a lot of changes into things. But, man, yeah, Skeens' first arbitration is next season. That's what I'm saying. They're not. And the GM for the Pirates already came out and said he's going to be a Pirate in 2026. So, I know we saw the report with anonymous Pirates player came out and said that Skeens would be willing to, or he wants to play for the Yankees. But, it's going to be up to Pittsburgh. That's the thing about baseball, man. You are under control for years. I wonder if Cashman is thinking about quote unquote post lockout and having clean books as some of these short deals will be gone. I think a lot of teams are thinking about that. Action VJ. Definitely not the Dodgers, and that's another reason why you've seen all these guys opt out this year. Bellinger opted out. Bregman opts out. Pete Alonso opts out. These guys are all opting out, gearing up for that lockout. I mean, of course they were gonna. Some of these players were gonna opt out regardless, but all these guys want a long-term deal before the new CBA meetings. So that's why it did not shock me that Bellinger opted out. What up, Rick? What up, man? Stock, I can't bring up that comment. Yankees want other prospects. Let's see. Yankees want other prospects or players, but don't know how to develop their own. They've developed quite a bit of their prospects. I mean, Cam Schlittler was developed. Clark Schmidt was developed. Aaron Judge, Luis Heel. I know but Ben Rice was developed. So, I mean, Austin Wells is an everyday player. He was developed. I know. Here we go. Ready to throw some tomatoes at me? Anthony Volpe. Boo! Oh, don't throw tomatoes. Come on. He came up through the minors. So, I mean, the Yankees have developed some of their players. Amai and Okamoto posted a day earlier. Yeah, so I think, is tomorrow the posting day, Cruz? Boris is getting paid again. Oh, Boris is always getting paid, dude. Boris is always getting paid. Grisham is good. Fans should like this move, says Marvin. What's new with our Yankees? Trent Grisham accepted the QO. Grisham has accepted the qualifying offer, so he'll be back with the team next season. Oh, stop throwing tomatoes at me. Please stop throwing them. They hurt. Bad news on a Tuesday evening. No more Trent in the leadoff spot. That's the thing about it. We need Mikey. The Yankees need to find a leadoff hitter this offseason. Please. There's a couple of other players that accepted the QO as well. I told you all I was going to bring it up, so I'm sorry for not lying to you, but for prolonging it. But Woodruff accepted the QO, so here we go. Here's from Bob Nightingale. So let's I'll bring his tweet up. Give me 2 solid favors because I'm doing all this by myself. No one's helping me. No one's helping, man. There it is. So, a record 4 players have accepted the 22.025 million qualifying offer today. Brandon Woodruff, Trent Grisham, Shota Imanaga, Gleyber Torres. Well, I figured Gleyber was going to accept it because he's coming off shoulder surgery. So, that was a no-brainer there. Matt says, dumbest move ever from Cashman. I wouldn't say ever. I mean, Cashman's made some very dumb moves. I want to give this the dumbest move ever category, but does that mean that we probably won't re-sign Bellinger? So Cashman already said that this won't impact the Yankees bringing back Cody Bellinger. That's what he says. So I'm going off of what he says. Stock says same crap for next year. I wouldn't say every. Max, remember when I said trade Clark for Alcantara earlier in the season? Clark Schmidt? I mean, it's going to take more than Clark Schmidt to get Sandy Alcantara. I'll tell you that much. Ambio, if I'm the Marlins, if I'm trading Alcantara, I want Spencer Jones and some arms. Davis says Carl Pavano was the worst. Jacoby Ellsbury, that's not a great one either, right? So there's been some very bad ones from Cashman. Very bad ones. Okamoto would be a good leadoff hitter if we sign him. If we don't, then leave Dominguez at leadoff and play him every day. I will say, this is what it pains me to say this because I want it to happen, Pillow. I want it to happen. I want Amai and I want Okamoto as far as the next guy. But I can't put my eggs in these Japanese players' baskets, man, because guess what? They're just going to go to L.A. I know we saw the reports. Amai says he doesn't want to play for another team with a Japanese player already on it. But listen, that's BS. Didn't Yamamoto or Sasaki say that they didn't want it? They wanted to be the star on a team somewhere? I mean, until it happens, Billo, I'm just going to hope for the best, but I'm not going to be disappointed if the Yankees don't get Amai. I'm not going to be disappointed if the Yankees don't get Okamoto. Because, listen, that's the issue with this, with all these Japanese players, man. They're just going to go to L.A. Until otherwise. I know Shota Imanaga went to the Cubs, so. But, come on. I hope we can get him. I would love Amai. Amai would be a phenomenal piece to this Yankee team going forward. Phenomenal. But I can't sit here and say that it's going to happen. So I'm not going to get disappointed when it doesn't. Who doesn't want to be the next Hideki Matsui? Huh? Who wants to be the next Tanaka? Somebody out there wants to. Why wouldn't it be you, Amai? Why wouldn't it be you, Okamoto? Come on. Come put on the pinstripes. We're getting outbid for Japanese players even more now. I mean, dude, they had the best recruiter in baseball, and that's Shohei Ohtani. And now they have 3 recruiters. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Ohtani, Roki Sasaki. Right? I mean, MLB is going to have to do something about all these Japanese players that's just going to sign to LA. They're going to have to do some kind of change into the system, man, because if this keeps happening, what if and Murakami as well is out there this season, but what if 2 out of 3 of these guys go to the Dodgers and they have 5-star Japanese players on that team and they win again? What if they win 3 in a row? With Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for a Game 7 in the World Series, throwing 9 innings, and then Ohtani leading off, crushing 3 home runs, and then backing him up is Murakami. And they win again for the 3rd straight year. Do you think MLB says enough is enough and just slam the freaking hammer down on it? Well, the thing is, the Yankees outbid the Dodgers. The Yankees outbid the Dodgers for Yamamoto. That's the thing about it. The Yankees tried. The Yankees tried, man. They gave him more money. And he still went to the Dodgers. Still went to the Dodgers. I mean, Yoshi's fire, Marvin. I wanted Yamamoto badly. When he was a free agent, I was like, please, Yankees, please just do it. And they tried. Like the Akon song. They tried so hard, couldn't get away because Ohtani stole him. But, yeah, that's just me being stupid, guys. But that's just my thought about it, man. I'm not hating on the Dodgers. I'm not hating on Ohtani. I'm not hating on anything. I think it's a problem in MLB. If this continues to happen, it is a problem that the MLB has to fix. Because these guys aren't like projects. These guys aren't, these guys are ready-made pros. These guys are stars, man. It's not like they're coming up from the minor leagues. You think Bellinger goes back to L.A. on a massive deferral deal? I don't think he'll go to L.A. I think if Bellinger doesn't re-sign with the Yankees, he'll probably be a Met. I think he'll be a New York Met. These guys, including Murakami, want to be the next Otani. Well, I mean, Murakami doesn't pitch, does he? I mean, no one's going to be the next Otani unless they pitch and hit. Oh yeah, Marvin Yoshinobu, like he's gained a lot of my respect. I mean, I already liked the guy in the first place, but man, after seeing what he did in the World Series, Marvin, like hats off to Yamamoto. That's some real deal superstar stuff right there, man. Jay Snow in the building. I cannot believe we're gonna run back Grish after a career year. Guarantee he is horrible this year. I don't think he'll be horrible, but I don't think we'll see the 34 home runs for Trent Grisham. I'll tell you that much. I doubt we'll see that. But, yeah, well, that's the news we have right now, folks. That's the news we have right now. If Bellinger goes to the Dodgers or Mets, I'll be pissed, says Action VJ. Well, the Mets desperately need a center fielder, Action VJ. They desperately need a center fielder, and you know they got the most money backing them with Steve Cohen, so I do think he'll be, I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, man. I hope it doesn't happen, but Dodgers made Otani contract in the first year, putting $46 million into a bond, paying 12% in return. Just from that return, they pay his contract to make a lot of money, not counting the jersey. Oh yeah, dude. I've already saw a article that they've already made the money that they deferred. Like, the Dodgers are going to be okay. You know, in 10 years when Otani is kicked up, retired, making millions, and I mean millions of dollars, the Dodgers won't be hurting about it whatsoever. I like when I have no lights on in this room and like the lights behind me like light it up. I need to do it more often. But it's like not dark outside. That's the thing. Once it gets dark, I can't do it. I got to have some kind of light on. But you know, sun setting, it's looking good, man. It's looking great. Jordan in the chat told my friend we're celebrating at midnight because no Grisham news means he ain't accepting the offer. 1 hour later, I'm at work already sick about this offseason, says Jordan. I mean, don't let this news, you know, ruin the entire offseason for the Yankees. Yankees are going to be making some moves, man. Yankees are going to be making some moves. This won't destroy the entire offseason for the New York Yankees. Mark my words, they got something big up their sleeve. They've got something cooking. They've got something working behind the scenes in the darkness. But I mean, $22 million is off the books because it's tied to Trent Grisham now. But hopefully we see Trent Grisham fully healthy. I mean, he was dealing with that hamstring issue. Like I keep saying, defensively, was that hindering him in the outfield? It didn't really hinder him with the bat, but Ambio says, Jordan, just to make your day better, we re-signed Yarbrough. I like that. I like that move though, honestly, because Yarbrough is only $2.5 million. I mean, that's like $50 in MLB terms. But I mean, I understand the frustration with some fans. For real, I do, because when we offered him the QO, I knew he was going to accept it. I just knew it, man, because not a lot of teams will be looking to sign a guy coming off a one-season wonder, essentially, because if you look at all his other, you know, all his other stats and stuff from his career, he's never done anything like this before. So it makes sense for him to accept it. Yarbrough is good value. I think so too. I like the re-sign for Yarbrough. I like to bringing Tim Hill back too, like Action VJ says. Yeah, we're bringing back big time Timmy Hill. Yes, sir. How about a resurrection right there, for real? That's one thing that Cashman kind of knows how to do, is find these random bullpen arms and turn them into decent arms. I mean, last year it didn't really work out with Doval and all that. Doval pitched better towards the end of the year, but Jake Bird, Like that guy, I like that trade. First of all, I thought Cashman did a great job at the trade deadline, but at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, these guys got to pitch better, you know? That's at the end of the day. But Tim Hill was, I mean, he was cut by the White Sox. So the fact that he made him turn into a reliable arm, it's not just Cashman, of course, you know, it's the whole pitching staff, but Tanner Biggio says, you're not happy. 235 batting average is his best in 4 years. That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, yeah, he had 34 home, but the thing is, he had 34 home runs, and that's what the Yankees look at the most, man. That's what the Yankees look at the most. So he saw the 34 home runs and said, damn, we unlocked that for Trent Grisham. Let's bring him back potentially for next season, and he accepted it, so. But yeah, Marvin says got to trade Dominguez if Grisham is staying. And that I was talking about that earlier, man. I think you know, this of course tells me that Spencer Jones probably won't be on the opening day roster now, unless we miss out on Bellinger and on Kyle Tucker. But this tells me for sure that Spencer Jones will not be on the opening day roster, unless, of course, injuries happen too, which we don't want to see anything happen injury-wise, but yeah, we're going to wait on the 40. That's the next bit of news. Yeah, the cruise control, Rule 5, 40-man roster deadline, 6 p.m. Yeah, that's the next bit of news that we see. I think Jones squeezes Dominguez out. I think it wouldn't shock me, Marvin, if they traded Dominguez. It wouldn't shock me whatsoever. When will the Yankees learn we can't just try to be a home run or bust team? I have no idea, man. Valin Wise in the house. I do not like this move. They could have used that money for a free agent. Trent better have a good season after giving up all that money. Yeah, I mean, it's smart for Trent Grisham, Val. At the end of the day, it's smart for Trent Grisham. And I hope for the best. I hope he goes out there and balls out and says, hey, this $22 million looks like a freaking steal. He goes out there and hits for like 270. Give me 25 home runs and 90 RBI. And I'll be like, okay, Trent. But will it happen? Probably not. Not hating on Trent Grisham, but that's just not his game, man. But I hope for the best. I really do. Is trade Spencer Jones? I don't want another low average power hitter. I know, I'm just saying, Jason. I'm just saying, like, if you're making $22 million, I'm expecting you to go out there and hit like 260, 270 at least. That was my thought process there. But yeah. Will it happen? Probably not. I will hate to see Dominguez become a superstar in another team and see Cashman 6 years from now and trying to sign him back, right? That would be a Cashman thing, Ambio. That would be a Cashman thing to do. Cashman won't trade Jones. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jones gets traded either, Marvin. I think out of the two, it'll be Dominguez. Qualifying offer. So, yeah, so Trent Grisham, the cop, is back. Yep. Cindy loves it. Oh! The hand of love is in the chat. See how the colors look?
Yeah,
when it's
I really
nice.
like
Yeah,
these
it's nice.
I actually really like the setup right now.
I know, it's fire. The hand of engagement. Cindy likes Trent Grisham, so she's happy about it. Cindy is ecstatic about it. How doesn't want to spend so much money and then get a freaking GM who knows what the hell he's doing, says Jay Snow. I say hire Jay Snow for GM, Chad. What do you think? Hire Jay Snow. Jay Snow wouldn't go out there and miss on free agents. Let him cook. Yowie wowie. I think the Yankees are going to go crazy this offseason like in 2009. They better. They just watched the Blue Jays lose a heartbreaker in Game 7 of the World Series. So the Yankees better have some fire underneath their arse. They better go out there and cook. You got the regular stream? Nice. Yeah, it's something different, man. I mean, YouTube is rolling out things to help us content creators have more eyeballs on the stream. Because the phone, the vertical, shows up on the shorts feed. So now you got people on the shorts feed that can come across your channel, as well as the regular feeds. So I like it a lot. So it's my first time trying it out.
It's kind of weird. Like, I like it. It's just so weird.
Yeah, I mean, at StreamYard, they didn't really allow me to do much with the vertical stuff. So I wish I could make the picture bigger, but Grisham was trying to hit everything to outer space last year. Yeah, Tanner. I was showing the splits earlier. He actually played better on the road, which was kind of shocking to me. The Yankees' stats were so inflated last year from beating up one bad pitching. Yeah. Well, they beat up on the Brewers in the opening series. That helped their stats out too with the home runs and all that stuff. A rotation with Skubal and Cole and Fried and Rodon and Cam Schlittler. That would be a freaking baller rotation. Yowie wowie. The one thing, though, is they all got to stay healthy. They all got to stay healthy, man. And right now, going into 2026, already we're not going to have Cole opening day. We're not going to have Rodon opening day. We're not going to have Clark Schmidt. I almost called him Clark Schlittler. That's a good one. But Clark Schmidt, we're not going to have these guys all for opening day. So, thank you all for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to head out for the day. Of course, like I say, man, make sure your notifications are turned on. All off-season news going to be funneled in through here, man, through Max Coverage TV. We're going to be doing more live streams like this, more hangout sessions, all that good stuff, especially once the winter meetings start to happen. We're going to get rocking and rolling here like we did last year. So get ready. And also have some dates ready. 2 dates before I head out. 94 days until spring training. 127 days until opening day. Or opening night, as you will. But thank you all for being in here, man. I'm out of here. Love, peace, chicken grease. On Max Covers TV. I'll see you all on the next live. Peace! And always, no matter what, go Yankees.